As you arrive on the square of downtown Monroeville, the first thing you will see is a mural designed by artist Bill Harrison, depicting a scene from the book To Kill a Mockingbird. With the help of local artistic volunteers, Bill was able to create this colorful landmark.
Here in Monroeville, it was wonderful. We had a lot of the local people came by, and some of them worked on it, and we had a large number of students, and I just love that. I mean, you know, part of doing murals is you like the attention, and I think that that's been a lot of fun.
As a result of working on Bill's mural, local art students began their own mural projects to improve the community's exposure to public art.
Well, first there was a mural we did down at the park. There was graffiti and stuff all over the wall, so I got pulled into it by Jill Kirkland. Pulled me into it, and then we painted a mural on top of it to cover it up. And then at the same time, I got asked to do one in my old high school. This was the summer after I graduated. And then picked it up from Bill Harrison out of Gulf Shores, working through Susan Brown on a mural here in town. The freedom, I mean, it's unreal, the freedom you get around here. People come up and they say, well, we want a mural of this, and they just let you open up and do your own ideas. They have no input, they just completely trust it. So having that freedom is probably the biggest advantage.
Monroeville has a variety of artists who work in a wide range of mediums.
Right now, I have a friend in Greenville, Alabama, and we're experimenting and trying a new process where we're combining her pottery and my stained glass. And her pottery is similar to it looks similar to the Majolica, and she paints with an influence of Monet and Picasso. And I'm trying to tie it all together with glass and fusing the glass or bending it into molds that I'm doing up. Just trying to create something that's fun to do and get away from, for myself, get away from doing windows and projects like that, flat glass. There are a lot of artists in Alabama, and it's just finding them, because a lot of them just seem to be scattered everywhere and aren't highly visible. And it's only when you start searching for them that you do find there's a lot of them out there. And I've been fortunate to have found quite a few of them, and that's how Cynthia and I linked up in Greenville by going to the Art Society up there. I met her. It's just worked out beautifully.
In the 18th and early 19th century, it was very common to find elegant ladies spending their days painting rural scenes or flowers on fine china. Marsha Reaves keeps this form of art alive with her innate gift of painting lifelike portraits on china.
My favorite thing to paint is children's portraits, and I especially love to do little girls, Victorian little girls. I have a library full of books, calendars, just all kinds of things. And then I also paint children that I know, that I've taken photographs of, or their parents have brought, photographs to me, and then I will copy the photograph. It's funny, I'm not really very good at drawing, but I can paint them. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but I can see the shadows and the places where you need to put the paint to make a very good likeness of someone. But if I had to just take a pencil and draw that person, you could forget it. And so it's just been, a love affair with porcelain all of these years. I don't take lessons anymore, but I've been painting on porcelain now for about 17 years.
We have all had the opportunity to take an ordinary number 2 pencil and draw the likeness of a person or object, but very few of us have the ability to really make the image happen. Sandra Standridge finds her source of inspiration from her desire to capture the essence of a subject's personality.
What makes me most happy is when I do a portrait that somebody loves. I've done portraits of people who have died, and I will give those portraits to the people, and they will sit there and cry. And it just, they love it so much that the emotion just comes through. I work to where I can draw some emotion from the viewer. I like to reach in to the subject, no matter who it is. Little child, older person, whatever. I mean, I do animals too. But I like to show some kind of personality because we're all given different personalities. And just showing that through a portrait, just capturing that. Like I say, we all have different personalities, and if I can just show it, that makes me happy.
When you drive down the old deserted back roads of the South, you can't help but hear the sound of the blues. Jerry Daniels believes the blues reach far beyond the boundaries of North and South, but into the heart of a lonely man feeling the blues.
As I said, I've loved playing music, and I really enjoy doing it. And I've done it for years, just kind of back porch picking, just kind of doing it just for fun and all that kind of stuff. And I've always felt like in the back of my mind, it's always what I really wanted to do. And talk to folks who were making some money, being able to sell their CDs through the trunk of the car, as we say, out of the trunk of their car. And so I just, I got with some folks, and of course I just basically did one of my sets, one of those musical sets that I normally do anyway. Blues music is about a good man feeling bad, and there's not a whole lot of love songs in blues. This is one that I wrote, and I think that that it says a lot, I guess, about blues music anyway. You know, about relationships, which is what blues music is all about, is the relationships that you have. And this is called "I Need You Here." How many times must I lay these burdens down? Every time you leave me, I know you'll be back around. I try so hard, baby, to live my life right, but you just stay out, running around at night. You know, I'd give up trying on a half-hearted affair, but I need you, I need you, I need you here. It's a shame how you hurt me so, but every time I leave you, you know I got nowhere to go. Someday, baby, you're gonna live to see how mean old ways can change your ability now. You know, I'd give up trying on this half-hearted affair, but I need you, I need you, I need you here. Phenomenal. I'm real surprised at how supportive people are, how people are drawn to this music. Not just young people, which I expected, college students, things like that, to be drawn to it, but some of the older people as well. In fact, a lot of the CDs that I'm selling, especially in Monroe County, where I'm at, are to just any kind of person, almost the whole spectrum of people.
If you would like to learn more about the special events taking place in Monroeville, you can check out their website at monroefrontiernet.net or call 334-743-2879. Next on Art Is, you'll meet the creator of Folk Fest.